Do you struggle with your communication? Then try these out immediately. We all for sure know that communication is critical for living a successful life, both personal and professional. If you can't communicate effectively, then all areas of your life will suffer. On the other hand, if you can communicate well, then you will be able to solve problems and transform every area of your life like magic. I'm sure you will agree with me here. I'm going to share few NLP tips which you can start using immediately. Rapo. Yes, establish Rapo. We like people who are like us. True, isn't it? We feel more relatable and we find it easy to navigate. It's all coming down to common understanding or coming to a common platform and thus building the connection. Rapo makes all the difference when you are dealing with people. Rapo comes down to how well you can establish a relationship with someone both consciously and unconsciously. Do people trust you? Do people feel like they can relate to you? I'm sure you would have come across when people or you are not able to relate to anyone you typically don't open up much. However, when one can establish rapport, then not only will they be more honest with you, they will also be more likely to take your position and consider your ideas. This makes persuasion, sales, and personal relationships much easier and stronger. 2. Calibrate the response. Now, this is the study of observing keenly and subtly. It's a science of observation. This can be done with soft gazes. What I mean here is not looking at someone in a way you make the person feel uncomfortable or intimidated, but instead you look at them subtly and observe them overall. This is a very important step here. Unless you don't observe, how would you know how the person is feeling or reacting to what you have said? Or should I say responding? It is equally true that most people are completely blind to the effects of their communication. If you offend someone, it shows in their non-verbal communication, but only if you know to look for it. Calibration is extremely important for good communication. You need to be able to observe when people are listening and when they have tuned out. With calibration, you can tell how well your suggestions are landing. Are people getting what you say? Are they with you or are they having a mental world tour? 3. Know your outcome. This is very important during any kind of communication. Unless you have the result in mind, how would you know if you have accomplished it? What I mean is, what is your goal for communicating with other people? Isn't it? Does this make sense? You must know what outcome you would like to have happened. This enables you to direct your communication towards a specific and measurable goal. Always remember that if you have an outcome in the communication, then the other person probably does too. 4. Two-way street. Communication is a two-way street and not one way. You will the other person better. This is values, beliefs, personality traits, etc. Only if you listen actively and not passively. Have the attitude that the conversation is not about you alone. Be in the moment, here and now with the other person, and you will be better able to help them get what they want so you can get what you want. Like I said, it's a two-way street. 5. Map is not the territory. This is one of the most powerful presuppositions in NLP. So what I mean is that a key skill to being successful in communication is the ability to think from another person's perspective. This requires a willingness to look beyond your own perspective. It's important to understand that other people also have views and opinions, and that cannot be discarded. Instead, understand the fact that the other people see things differently, and in many cases their perspectives will be every bit as valid as yours. A shift in perspective can change lives forever, so use this one wisely. 6. Speak the language. We all are unique, and that's the beauty. We are all a summation of our past experiences, decisions, memories, etc. It is equally true that we all filter information in the format of visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. What it means is, you may already be familiar with the idea that some people are visual learners, some people are auditory, and others are more feeling based. When you put your ideas or thoughts into a language that the other person can understand, then you get better results. If you're talking to someone who is very people oriented, then you might want to communicate in terms of people. Other people will be more persuaded by facts and figures than you speak to the person using data, facts, and figures, as they are able to understand the information only in that format. So pay attention to the language people use, and you will eliminate resistance and get better results. If you have found this video useful, then please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon. I have also listed my social handles in the description below. And yes, I'm coming up with an offline workshop in Pune, date is 16th Feb to 20th Feb. This is about NLP practitioner, USA certified workshop. And for more details, you could click on my website link, or you can drop me a message on connect@ashwinidasgupta.com and my team will reach you. I will love to see you in Pune, so do sign up the workshop. This is Ashwini Dasgupta, your personal development NLP expert, signing off. Take care.